What's up, guys? Matthew Granary to watch season 1, episode 4 of Oz. It's crazy. When I finish this episode, I'm gonna be halfway down the first season already, dude. That's just the show is so good. This is one of those shows that I could definitely watch for hundreds of episodes. So, but yeah, great stuff last. Well, this is one of those shows that I also can't I can't say those words. Great stuff this episode. It was a good episode, but I can't say that great stuff happened in it. So, but I'm excited to get into it. This is such a quality show. So, if you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I am already a decent amount of episodes ahead. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll save the exact episode that I'm currently on. It is $10 a month over on my Patreon for live action shows. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out. Let's get into the episode.
I don't want to fight nobody!
Man,
In
guys,
America, we all have certain
I should have been recording my reaction to the opening.
the right to bear arms.
But
and the right to...
oh, he's there. I was gonna say I saw Frankie Fison's name in the credits. I had a mark out moment. But J.D. Williams, that was the other actor that I forgot the name of last episode.
Mood in this country has changed.
This is one of those shows that, like,
They need a sign that something's being done.
Even Governor
I kind of want to learn things from. Like, I want to be taught things or given different perspectives on things that I'm not that educated on. I don't know if this is a weird request.
Should be too. Jefferson Keane will be the first person executed by this state in 34 years. He's the first.
I'm pretty, like, I don't want to say confident. Like, I know what I think about
because
political
he's black
things.
And he's young. The public is not going to feel
Definitely
safe.
is one of those things that I have mixed thoughts on. Please, if you guys have any, like, thoughts on that, let me know.
Marching around, yelling slogans, and then the counter-protesters yelling at them.
Yeah, and we'll have even less parking spaces.
Shit is serious, bro.
The protesters aren't going to be a problem.
I want you to know that when those protesters come on
I can't have an employee of mine out there at a vigil holding a candle in front
time I looked, we had freedom of speech and freedom of assembly in this country. Well, did you guys eliminate those rights too?
Going into what I was talking about is obviously in 99.99999% of cases, I would not want the death penalty used at all. I think that is inhumane and cruel, but also a couple of times when someone does something real crazy, you know?
Great kids at Cathedral School. I can go
But
be
I
missionary
guess
and
I'm not the
pay.
judge to say where that line is. So I guess I am against it fully.
You're fired.
Damn. Well, that's the fucking system right there. Corrupt that system.
What about lethal injection?
That's for pussies.
Say lethal injection causes no pain. Someone come back from the dead and say they didn't feel anything?
Yo, this show is such good cinematography! I like juxtaposition of this groovy vibey song as I'm going to see someone get fucking killed, you know what I mean?
So you're saying your life was saved by the 65 blackout?
All the electricity is gone. To this day, they don't know whether the shortage kept me alive or if I caused the power to...
And you had no after effects?
Sure. That's when I first met God.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro.
Play the oboe.
The oboe?
The oboe.
And do you?
What?
I love these quick cuts!
Gonna share?
I feel like I'm the most repetitive fucking person in the world. I feel like I've never glazed a show harder. This cinematography is crazy good.
The Latinos were in the gym to kill Keane? Never mind. Are you saying he was set up?
No!
No. If it was self-defense, he shouldn't be executed.
Fuck that! Don't make trouble or you'll be next!
I hate to say this because I don't want... I'm not happy that this is the case, but he really needs to learn to shut the fuck up.
Pitcher, get your ass over here.
Hide that shit! I don't know. I was about to... Don't put it in your ass. That's where he's looking.
Anything about Jefferson Keane being set up?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, the hacks made him a gladiator. Even got the whole thing on videotape. Wouldn't you love to see that?
If we could get a hold of that videotape, he wouldn't be executed.
What are you talking about? Another nigger's going down. I'm glad.
But
But what?
I'm getting J.K. Simmons fan service, baby! Nah, this is disgusting.
Don't forget a little starch.
So I'll go to McManus, tell him what might have happened in the gym.
Stop fucking fucking blabbering to everyone. Someone's gonna hear.
I'm a lawyer. The
Not
state
anymore.
disbarred you. The
Bro,
state
this
can't take...
fucking goober, dude.
Yeah, I know, but getting into death row isn't easy.
I have a way.
I'm about to say.
I'm in fear for my life.
This guy's fucking Michael Scofield over here. Man, he's got underground catacombs to each room. Protective, does it, bro? Ya boy.
Keen,
Schillinger ain't gonna like the fact that you're here.
I need to talk to you about your trial. I read your transcript. You weren't very cooperative with your attorneys.
He's fucking sound voiceover shit.
Johnny Post killed Dino Ortolani because I told him to. Now the wise guys know that. If they kill me, one of my homeboys is gonna kill them. And then they're gonna kill another one. On and on and on. My death can put an end to that.
Not?
No need to sacrifice yourself. Shouldn't be up to... You shouldn't be put in that position.
You know, I just needed some time alone.
Did you ask?
Working on Ryan O'Reilly's appeal?
Really? Thought you said that was useless.
Yeah, you know, but he asked me to take another stab at it, so I figured out.
You can't hide anything from him!
You wouldn't be up to something else.
No, sir.
Bro, you already played your hand. Like, it's obvious. Why does this shit say Jefferson Keane?
Eat it.
What?
Eat the page.
Do not fuck with me, Bragg. Eat it.
He's so scary.
Keep it up.
Fucking yerking it to this shit? Come on now.
Questions about a certain videotape. Said videotape does not exist.
Oh, really?
Stop! You guys are real fucking cocky, dude.
Heard you talk to Keene even though I said don't.
These guys are making literally every fucking person their enemy. But I respect it is for a good cause.
What you need, pal, is an upgrade. What you need is some heroin.
No, I don't think that's what you need, bud.
Step on an ant, squash a cockroach. You don't think much of it.
Oh, dude.
Only for every one you kill, more appear.
Guys.
Uglier. Meaner than...
I think I have a cinematic orgasm every time I watch an episode of this.
Both outside the walls at the Oswald Maximum Security.
I'm never gonna stop laughing at that fucking beanie, dude.
Dead! Dead!
A demon just possessed him.
I saw it pop on TV yesterday.
Yeah.
This is hard to watch, dude.
Sorry I ain't who you want me to be. I like being queer.
It's a great show.
I love you, Billy.
Dude.
Allah loves you.
But Dad don't.
I've got some bad news. Your sister Grace is in the hospital.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We go public, we stoke the protesters. Piss Devlin off even more.
Devlin thinks he's God.
Yeah.
Each time we got some help from the real one.
You want me to call the Cardinal to intercede?
That's fucked up. Even so, you gotta make the call.
You make the call.
What, Ray? Are you afraid?
Of course I'm not afraid.
He sounded a little afraid.
Why do you think that I work here, huh, Tim? I went to the Pontifical Gregorian University in the Vatican. I was in the top of my class.
Wow.
Great Yellow Hope.
So Jefferson Keene's sister dies because you and the Cardinal had a tiff?
Say I wouldn't make the call. I'll make the call. I'm just warning you. It probably won't do any good.
I love this show, dude. I really fucking do.
Don't move any pieces. I got him memorized.
Oh, would I do that? What do you think of me?
He's moving in pieces.
Yeah.
You lost.
Fucking Thomas.
You owe.
I know.
So?
I'm good for it.
Says you.
What?
They're doing a lot of these back and forth quick ass shots lately.
I never lose when it counts. I'm telling you, Jefferson was...
By who?
Come on. You don't have to be John Thompson to figure out
Bro,
that...
this man bouncing it everywhere.
Maybe he has a little accident.
Yeah, I like that. Like that.
Now, why Why are you so hard on justice for Jefferson now, white boy?
This man is the ultimate opportunist here, huh?
As you know, Sister Peter Marie is not around. Gordon asked me to pinch hit.
We want Sister Pete.
She's not here, so
fuck you, where's Sister Pete?
Fuck up!
thank you. About anger management.
Yeah, I want to start that.
Pulling the savage beast inside you.
Oh, I like that. Cut, dude.
He's unconscious. He'll be laid up for a while.
I don't mean to be reaching, but if you ever need an...
You are not smooth. You're not smart. You're so obvious. Nino ain't fucking stupid. You're too confident. You're overreaching. Overstepping your bounds.
The doctors, they're thinking of taking him off the life support.
I don't want them to kill my baby.
They're not killing the baby, Miguel. The machines are the only thing keeping the baby alive. If they turn the machines off, then the baby can...
I want to speak to Maritza. I want to see my baby right now.
You can't see Maritza. You can't see the baby. They're not even gonna let you make a... They're gonna start a psychiatric evaluation of you.
I didn't think I'm a bug.
You cut yourself all up.
I did it for the baby.
What do you mean you did it for the baby?
It's a sacrifice the prison demanded.
Sort of just whined about his kid.
See, all I want is I just want him released so that I can take him to the hospital.
What the fuck? Get this bum out of here, dude.
Baby's in. He will understand.
Where's Sister Peter? We need her back.
We don't have time. They want to turn...
Can she sue the prison? This music is killing. I've got goosebumps. Crazy right now. Fucking 4 episodes in, I'm seeing babies fucking dying shit. Got me crying.
You're right. No, I feel better about myself.
I hope you're not lying and then doing some shit after. Please don't.
I never thought that I love a baby with all my heart. And I never loved anything before in my life.
No.
Like open up, like whole new me. That's important, right? Figuring out who you are.
And from the perspective of the workers here, this has got to be such a fucking hard job. You know? The good workers, not the fucking corrupt pieces of shit. People who actually care. People who are actually human.
Oh, I gotta go.
Couldn't imagine working in an environment like this to where...
Hey, Father. Where was God when my son died? Same place he was when his own son died.
Again, like I've been talking about the last couple of episodes, like I'm obviously not religious. I have a couple problems with religion, but the role of a priest to help someone, that's something that I do like. It's something that I do appreciate. Obviously, he's so good in The Wire, like literally every other person who's in The Wire. But
One guy from Iowa, he sent $100 cash. Tilly said that I had to send it back.
No. My money now. Let's get to the serious shit.
I need for you to do something for me. Well, anything, son. Come on now, you know that. I need for you to talk to Billy. He's turned into a...
He just likes dick, bro. He's not... Dude, come on, guys.
I mean this. Talk to me.
I hate people who care about what people do behind closed doors.
What's Billy ever gonna be? Your son. My brother. Forever.
Okay, time's up.
Again, and I say that, and I know some people are stuck in their ways, but I'm even more...
It's rare when you say goodbye to someone that you know.
I don't want to say appreciative of, but impressed by people who eventually do change their views.
Try to say whatever it is you should have said before, or...
It's your goddamn kid, dude.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry you're gonna die. And...
That's so sweet.
My forgiveness. Well.
Thought I had to come.
I think you've done. I forgive you.
So far everything's fine. I'm just waiting for the MRI results.
I can't believe my man. No. Stop it.
What's the big deal? I'm only prescribing the drug. It's not like I'm sticking
Gloria.
the IV in his arms.
Gloria, doctors are supposed to help keep people alive. You're not supposed to kill them.
See this as a killing?
I don't want you doing this.
What is it? How else would you take it?
Yes.
Tim, we've only been going out for a couple of weeks, okay? Where do you get off telling me what I can and can't do? Don't grab me.
Okay, well now you look like a petulant little fucking child. Even though I'm on your side here. Now you look like a loser. How many Whittlesey? 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 I don't even know if I've heard her name. I just see her and go, okay, Edie Falco's here.
Oh, death penalty marcher just took a swing at Sister Pete.
She okay?
Yeah, I'm about to say, she beat his fucking ass. I have faith.
I take it you're not going to watch the execution.
I don't know, I think he might force himself to.
So I went over to this thing and I leaned down and this deer looked up at me with these eyes. These eyes like flashlights. I knelt beside it and
Every scene in this show is fucking like 10 out of 10. This is crazy. Obviously, when you have the cast that this show has, it's kind of easy to do.
Let's do it. Officer?
Do I get a last meal? Is that real or is that some fake shit they make up to romanticize executions?
Congress has also eliminated financing to law offices for death row appeals.
McManus, I think, no offense, I think I'm going to classify McManus as a whore. I'm joking. But Jesus, dude. I see some trauma bonding going on. Oh, get your blood pumping, heart beating. Jesus. I mean, why the fuck you gotta clean it?
There were more executions this year than any time since the...
Like these haunting statistics being told to you and shit like that? Like...
My time in this earth has been far too short. Maybe too short to get it all
Man,
done.
this is one of those shows that watching it's gonna hurt my soul by the end of it. Jesus, what a horrible fucking cut. And what was this goes back to some of the stuff Augustus was talking about, like the sex and love and death or whatever it was. I'm not getting that exactly correct, but I think that is a parallel I should be picking up on.
Also suffocated Dorothy Payne. Dorothy Payne. She's a waitress up in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Jesus.
You confessing another murder?
Maybe I am. Again, he's either doing it just to...
Wait.
Can he do that?
I also suffocated
elongate the...
Ethel Peterson and Gertrude Victor.
Either that or he's just a fucking straight up goddamn serial killer just bragging because it's his final moment, but...
And Christina Trudell and Eleanor Hughes. Lisa Masters and Lorraine McCarthy. Case and Irene Martin and Amelia New Phelps and Lucille Upton and Esther. What I did.
Richard
Jesus
Italian
Christ.
confessed to 39 murders.
No! There's no way that he killed fucking 40 people, bro.
Killed Italians 39 times.
This man's the most prolific serial killer of all time?
Maybe the world will, breathe a little easier once he's gone. My job is not to make judgments.
This is exactly what I was talking about. I'm going to talk about it at the end about the death penalty.
Have you read Bull's Balls, Fowler?
No, sir, I can't say that I have.
I was about to say those exact words.
I was done.
But who knows the women you would have met?
Not the kind of woman I want to fuck.
There's a big difference between wanting to fuck a woman and wanting to kill her.
Is there?
Goes into the fucking parallel we just saw with the Keen back and forth with the McManus shit.
Then what would you know about pussy? And what would you know about anything?
All I know is that once upon a time you wanted to walk in the woods with important people. And now instead, you're here.
I'm here because I love women. I love every woman.
So fucking disgusting and unsettling to watch, dude.
It's true. You know, I once worked a circus.
Every single actor in this show is so incredible at being a terrible piece of shit.
If you love women so much, why do you kill them?
Because when you love someone, they own you. They possess you. I will not be possessed.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, this may be, in terms of, like, acting credibility, this might be the greatest, I would presume, 20-minute character in the history of TV.
You know, they told me I could order anything I wanted as my last meal.
Oh, Jesus.
I should have ordered Bull's Balls.
Yeah, I mean, just, I said earlier, like, it'd be so hard to have this job. Like,
First, the
just being
inmates
so
given
up in
sodium.
front with monsters, and then also people whom need your help.
I want my job back.
Okay.
I don't have to beg.
We need you.
I just want you to know I still disagree with you on the death penalty.
Even for a cis like Littell?
Thou shalt not kill. The Bible makes that pretty clear. You cannot take a human.
Yeah, but the Bible also says, and I
Some wild shit.
says to me that if you kill, you die. To me, God's talking out of both sides of his mouth. Maybe he's as confused about the death penalty as the rest of us. All I know for sure is someone's going to claim Italian's body, so we're going to stick him in a cheap pine box, stamp an ID number on the lid, and throw him in a hole at Potter's Field. But no one to grieve for him.
I grieve for him.
No. That's why I love you. That's why I'm glad you're back.
There's this brother on death row somewheres. He checked in when he was 16. He sat there. Another 16...
Isn't there people, I think young, I think there was like a young black man who got the death penalty when he was like 13 or something like that.
Death is certain. Life is not. The next day, the hacks painted over it. Peace out.
At the end? Jesus Christ, dude. Man, this is... Whew. This is one of those shows that I kind of sometimes like lull into like a state of not saying anything for like a good like 5 minutes. Because I'm just... like, this show is so heavy. You know, I've said it many times already since I've started. Like, this is one of those shows that... while you watch TV for entertainment or just something fun to do, sometimes you also sort of watch it to get hit by something or to feel something or to learn something. And I think this is one of those shows that does that. Like, this show is just so uncomfortably real sometimes that it's hard even to distinguish if it's a show or not at points. And I wanted to take a moment. I really feel like, I don't know. I said earlier in the reaction that a part of watching this show is I feel like this is one of those shows that you kind of watch to get different perspectives on things or different perspectives on either systems or people's experiences that you don't know about. You don't know anything about. You know, it's sort of foreign to you. And obviously, again, this is a fictional TV show, but I feel like the social and moral care put into the show is something that you can take from. It's something that you can learn lessons from or learn different perspectives on. So I think this is a show that I'm going to have some, or try to have some deep conversations as I don't want to say learning things, but as I'm seeing beliefs or thoughts be questioned or challenged. Earlier in my discussion, like right at the very beginning when they started talking about the death penalty, I said, the death penalty, well, I said this, I said, I'm not like super duper, and I hate that I have to say this, because I don't want to say political as in like, it shouldn't be political, killing someone shouldn't be political, being gay shouldn't be political, you know, stuff like that. But it is sadly political. So when I say that, I don't mean, you guys know what I mean. But when it comes to like political topics, I tend to have a very strong opinion. You know, like again, I had trouble saying the right word at the beginning. I don't want to say confidence, but like I know what I feel. Like typically I don't go back and forth on something. The death penalty is one of those things that the death penalty is one of the things I don't think I've ever been either educated enough on or just a tad ignorant in terms of like the use of it or the exact specific instances of why it is used, if that makes sense. So I've never really, like, again, had a strong, like, hard no or hard yes. But immediately after saying that out loud, like 2 minutes later or whatever, another reaction, I immediately sounded it out, essentially thought out in my head. And yeah, I am against it. Again, it's one of those things to where everyone has a different opinion on something. There's never a right thing. There's never a right moral thing that everyone should follow. In a lot of aspects, especially when it comes to something like killing someone else in a punishment form. There are obvious, again, like with the Italian thing. Yeah, obviously, I don't think that a guy who kills 40 women, you know, look, again, as I talked about, the prison system should be used as a form of rehabilitation. But sometimes you cannot rehabilitate someone. Killing 40 people is wild. You know what I mean? So in a selfish manner, you know, in my head, I would be like, yeah, I don't care if he's fucking killed. He's a monster. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, where's the line at? Where's the line? Do you give the death penalty if someone kills 30 people? About 20 people? What about just one person? Are we giving him the death penalty, or are we throwing him in jail? If someone kills... this is such a complex moral thing to talk about, because I know some people may completely disagree with this, but in my opinion, this is just a straight up fact. Someone can kill someone and then be rehabilitated. Again, whether they deserve or not to live in a world in which they are rehabilitated, I don't know. But this is the crux of all these different, like, hard topics. And that's why I really appreciate this show so far, because it's so uncomfortably real for me that it's got me really thinking about these topics that I'm privileged not to think about that often, if that makes any sense. Because, like I said, going to the Jefferson situation or the Tizzy situation, I don't know. I probably should just say Tizzy. We respect people's new names here. Again, like, we obviously heard some of the shit he did, and even we saw some of the stuff he did in prison. You know what I mean? He's done some terrible shit in the past, but it did seem like he was making genuine strides to become better. And even like I've made the point earlier, like, again, it's different. I'll make reference to the Italian thing again. There's not a single inch or bone in my body that felt bad for Italian at all, because not only did he kill the 40 women, but he was bragging about it. He was happy about it. He didn't have any regrets. He didn't have any thoughts against it. You know what I mean? You can't feel for someone being killed in that situation. You know what I mean? But, and I know some people, again, this is one of the things that some people might not agree with this, but I think just as a human, I might struggle. That same situation, if a man did kill 40 women and we saw him actually show any semblance of genuine regret, you know what I mean? There's going to be a slight 0.0001% chance in my soul of seeing that death that I might feel some sliver of sadness. You understand? I hope people really understand. I'm walking a fine line here, to where people can take this shit out of context and you know, call me a piece of shit or whatever. But I'm just saying how I view these sort of things. Like, as a human, even after seeing 20 horrible things, if you see something good on the 21st shot, it can still hit your heart, if that makes sense. So going with the Jefferson stuff, like, again, I saw him do horrible shit. I heard about some of the horrible shit he did. But seeing him make a genuine stride to do something good, seeing him have emotional conversations with his brother and his father, like, it makes you care. You know what I mean? And again, it goes back to the thing about judge, jury, and executioner. What's the difference between, like, if someone kills 3 people, is that a 100% they go on the they get the death penalty? What about 7 people? What about 10 people? Where's the cutoff? Are we looking at extra circumstances? If someone, we're talking about Beecher for a second. Should Beecher get the death penalty for manslaughter? I hate drunk driving. I hate drunk driving with a genuine fucking passion. So I really like this show. I feel like, and I made reference to it, the Oz so far has given me definite vibes of like The Wire. A little bit of the Sopranos did a good job at looking at a couple, like, this is how I always described it, for me at least. The Sopranos and The Wire, obviously both are early HBO shows. They're both excellent, realistic, dramas that really make you hit hard, or there's a couple social issues in it. But for the most part, to me, The Sopranos was like a micro, and The Wire a macro. To where, like, The Wire studied large social issues, large political issues, stuff like that. Obviously, it had a great story and all that, but its main core was, the city of Baltimore and the institutions inside of it. Whereas The Sopranos was very much more of a small scale, like, micro study on the psychology of specific people, and again, still at almost the same level of realism, I would say, in terms of like the moments and the emotions and the feelings and the psychiatry scenes. So far, I think The Wire is both of them. I'm sorry, not The Wire. Jesus. The Oz. I feel like Oz is both of those shows into one, to where it is doing an absolutely perfect, heart-wrenching job at detailing some of the social, political issues, religious issues, politics around the prison. But then it's also doing the Sopranos shit where you're seeing specific people and their actions and how that, affects their mindsets and all that. So this is a very heavy-hitting show. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. I really am. I gotta point it out again. It's something that apparently, again, I knew very little about Oz going into it, but apparently this is my number one fucking takeaway from this show. This show cinematography is crazy good. I don't remember if I've spoken about specific shows that I think of when I think of all-time great cinematography. But I think when I think of like best cinematography of all time, I think of shows like Better Call Saul. I think of shows like The Bear. I think of shows like Mr. Robot. And dare I say, the Oz. I keep wanting to call it The Oz for some stupid fucking reason. But Oz is there. I can't believe this. Like, and again, I'm not saying it has the greatest all time already, because we're comparing 4 episodes of Oz to other shows where I watch 50 or 70 or whatever. But the main thing is I did not expect this going in. I did not expect this level. Because there's another thing too. Like, I know this is an older show. This is probably one of the oldest shows I've ever watched. And again, it's only like late 90s, I think. So it's not like crazy old. It's not ancient times. But still, I'm 22 years old. I was born in 2004. And although I do have a film degree, I would say that, and I've made fun of myself on the channel at many points, I have sort of failed my film degree in terms of actually sitting down and watching things, especially older things. I need to watch way more of them. And watching Oz right now is making me realize, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Not that I actively had this opinion, but I feel like there's like a subconscious bias in me that was like, older media, I don't know. The sound's probably fucked up, and the cinematography's probably boring, and the acting's shitty, and I probably had those subconscious thoughts. But seeing stuff like this makes me go like, what the fuck have I missed? Because this, again, it's something I detailed really hard the last 2 episodes. We're in a fucking prison. It's cold, it's dark, it's gray, it's stone, and it's steel. But it's somehow one of the most beautiful looking shows I've ever watched. And I really, like, that's one of the biggest compliments I can ever give a show. I cannot believe that level. It really is one of the most unexpected things I've ever had to experience watching TV. I really liked seeing Frankie Faison. I hope I pronounce his name. I get that's one thing when you're like watching a whole bunch of TV and stuff. Like, I obviously like to see like behind the scenes stuff or interviews or whatever, but I don't like actively search every single thing I can find. So sometimes you just never, you watch a show like 20 times or whatever, and you just never hear the actor's name. Frankie Faison, right? I hope I said that right. I love seeing him. Had a couple very emotional scenes that I really thoroughly enjoyed. Obviously, Billy is still alive, still in prison. He's gonna bounce around a little bit. Well, let me not say it like that. He's still in the fray, obviously. So I maybe do hope we get a scene of them having a conversation, because like I said, we've talked about all these social and political issues. Like that's another thing that made me tear up, and I forget. It was either this episode or last episode. Like I said, there's so many characters in the show that the specific moments kind of blend together. But the scene of Jefferson talking to Billy, that scene got tears in my eyes. You know what I mean? I've talked about religious stuff or political stuff, but like one of the things that I'm most passionate about in life is I don't understand why people care about what other people do in their personal life, or who they're attracted to, or what feelings they have, or even like what gender they are. Like it doesn't really matter to you. Like you know what I mean? Even if you don't understand it, you can be confused by something. It just doesn't have anything to do with you. Just look the other direction. So I think whenever I see in fiction scenes of and again I'll keep using like when I keep seeing scenes of like homophobia and stuff like that, it really does hit me hard, because I genuinely think that's like one of my core ideologies. It's just, it doesn't, if it's not your fucking life, it's not your fucking problem. So that scene got me teared up. Yeah, I really, that really hit me hard, and it's always going to hit me hard. Especially in situations where there's a break in a family because of stupid or I don't even want to say outdated opinions, because even fucking thousands of years ago I would still have a problem with people who have those opinions, because it makes no sense. It just flat out makes no sense. You know what I mean? It's your fucking kid, or that's your fucking brother, like whom you grew up with or raised, or you gave everything in your life to help them, and now you're just gonna throw them aside because they like some dick. Who cares? You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is gonna be the wildest segue of all time. McManus is a slut. Okay. Oh Jesus, bro. This man's gonna be the minute I don't want to talk down on my man, but Jesus, the minute he's gonna get challenged, or the minute he's gonna get turned away because he threw a tantrum, he's gonna find a new woman. But I don't understand as in I agree with it, but I understand as in two people who are struggling with something coming together for a second. Again, I don't know if it would be a recurring thing, or he's gonna bounce back to Gloria or what. I don't know. But I did really, really, really love complimenting the artistry of this show, the poeticness of this show, the back and forth with the sex and the death thing, and again, I do think that plays into some of the stuff that Augustus was talking about in some of his narration. So this show is amazing. This show is amazing, dude. Oh my god, I knew I was gonna love it, but I didn't expect it to be this heavy hitting so soon. And again, I knew it was about prison, and obviously if a show is about prison, you can kind of infer some of the stuff you're going to see. You're going to probably see a lot of stuff when it comes to, rape or, sexual abuse, race relations. You're probably going to see a ton of stuff like that. But they're hitting, they're talking about every topic that they should, and they're doing it in a very informing way, almost. Like I said, and I hope I'm not talking out of my ass when I say this, but like, I understand that this is a fictional show, but this is one of those shows that I feel like you can watch to learn about things that you're ignorant of. You know what I mean? Where it comes to the political systems, prison systems, and all that. So I love the show. I really do. I think, whew, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of my all-time favorite shows, and through 4 episodes, I don't know if I can confidently say that a lot of shows are ranked above Oz through the first 4 episodes. So, big props. But I think that's going to be it. I hope I had a semi-good discussion. Again, please, if there's anything that you guys would like to add, or help me if there's anything I'm confused about, or help me see something that I didn't see, or, you know, just try to give me your opinion about something. I'd love to talk to you guys about it in the comments. Like I said, this is one of those shows that I really wanted to watch because I feel like a lot of the topics discussed in it are things that sort of like an open forum, if that makes sense. They're things that should be talked about more, and at least in my life, not only am I a little ignorant of them, but I also just am straight up not in situations where I can talk or express some of these thoughts. So, yeah, I'm loving this so far. So, I will see you guys in about a week for episode 5. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. If you check YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode I'm currently on. It is $10 a month for live-action reactions. Check it out if you're interested. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, you enjoy my discussions and reactions to Oz, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.